Hi, Colin. We saved the Eldar for you and some others. We're just finishing up the tower, so don't worry, you didn't miss much. I can hear the squeak.
The doggy has a squeaky toy.
Nice.
Dog.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Lorecrimes. Hello, everybody.
Yo, what up, fellas?
God, I love that intro song. Always hits like so hard.
I was telling you, Andy, and I know because you watch them too, that once I had a panic attack because I thought it was recording. Because Laserpig used that in one of his videos, and it was my life.
Yeah, he's used one of the one that I think some of the other ones that things like Ian have used, the whitebat audio and stuff like that. It's like, he uses that free stuff. But hello, everyone. Eli might be with us. We kind of said we might do an episode, we might not, and then he's probably asleep, so he might wake up and go, "Oh, we're doing a thing." But yes, today, Hal, what are we doing today? This was your idea. This was all your idea.
Yeah. Daddy issues. We could name that's the episode. Today we're going to talk about we're doing a tier list, and it's about which one of these schmucks, which one of these complete psychopaths needs therapy the most. Probably all of us here do. Definitely some of the guys in the chat. You said some foul things.
With my family, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I'm fine.
I have
it's just like Warhammer.
Mom, and it's pretty great.
Yeah.
You make poor financial choices. You're into Warhammer. Let's talk about these cool characters in this setting, and let's talk about how broken they are.
Bear in mind, this is only 40k characters. I've added an even spread, and for some reason I added Yarrick twice because I think I was thinking one would be like, whoops.
The dead one.
And I've tried to order them so they're all like legions first, and then we'll go into like side characters. And if you have any that I've missed, or you think, oh, what about so and so, I can add them as we go. But obviously, we've got to start with the Emperor. Nothing wrong with this guy, surely. Also, is S, he really needs therapy. F is D is he doesn't.
Does he need therapy? Does it work on him? Surely he was there.
Well,
I was there before therapy existed.
I think that's further proof he needs it. I don't think it's will it work on him. I think does he need therapy? And I think the answer is a decisive yeah.
But what for?
Raising kids would be one thing. I think even if we're going to ignore any criticisms about his character, I think like 10,000 years on the ouch couch, he could probably talk through some issues he's been facing.
Are we just going to ignore the biggest kill count of any human that's ever lived as well?
Also, that it's like I can't imagine taking apologies, fellas. I might be a little bitch made. I've never killed another human being, but I assume it doesn't weigh easily on the soul. And once you have a kill count that just can't be measured, I assume probably talk to someone at least once about it,
I think he's got a taste for it, to be honest, at this point.
I feel like that's further reasons he needs therapy. I think that's only more reasons he should talk to a psych.
And shall we not also glance over the fact that his most documented, arguably, form of therapy was going to the last church on Earth and burning it to the ground after having a debate? I don't know.
I would almost put him right in the middle in terms of I think the Emperor. The reason I don't know if he's necessarily traumatized by his own choices. I think he's more of a I would do it again. I think he really would do it again.
Yeah, but the therapy doesn't necessarily mean I'm functional. You don't have to worry about it. No, you shouldn't do that thing.
The Emperor doesn't need to vent to anyone. He doesn't need someone to solve his emotional issues. He's just an arsehole. He just is that. Surely, right? He's just such a shit person.
Back me up. I think we should keep him at the top. Surely this guy needs to talk to the
It wouldn't work on him.
Take away his powers for a day.
Working isn't the question. It's does he need it? I know it wouldn't work on him because he's too much of a stubborn asshole.
Mildly, he's a mildly
needed. Dude, again, ignore all his aspects of his personality. He's been on the Golden Throne for 10,000 years. I'm sure he could yap to someone about the hell that is.
He did walk into hell and came out relatively all right, though. So I think it's
Did he? We don't know how he was when he came out. We just know he went in and came out. We don't know how he was doing after the fact because he doesn't tell anyone.
I just like them. It's like,
maybe it's worse
so
than
what's
I
your
thought.
story, Big Emperor? I had to clone 21 of my sons in order to make a great crusade across the galaxy to stop the voices I hear in my head from taking over.
Yeah.
It's like,
Doesn't
tell
he
me
have
about your mother.
what is the name of that perpetual he left on Moloch?
Evia.
Yeah.
For all we know, she had to drag him out like while he's gibbering and screaming after the fact. We don't know. He didn't fucking tell anyone.
She has a direct quote of her saying, because I'm working on a video at the moment, I literally have, I think, her exact words or something, which is about like, she says he emerges basically looking the same, but his eyes look older.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
and
doubt
he no longer has a sense of humor. Like,
yeah, it's what's
Olivia remembered the gaunt, aged face she had seen beyond the glamours. He'd been gone for no more than a heartbeat to her, but she saw centuries carved into the face she'd watched go into the gate. So basically, he looked like he'd seen something, but he emerged more powerful and stronger.
That alone, I'm sure he could talk to someone about. Like,
fair
ignore
enough.
all the fact I'm not a fan of the guy. He deserves someone to just talk to for a bit.
That just reminded me of that Ren and Stimpy meme of the guy who's in the bed and then he jumps up and his face is like completely like shadowy and just staring off into the middle distance. That's the Emperor.
I'm only hesitant because I think there are more people who I think are much worse cases. Essentially, that's
top of S tier. They'll just put him up above on S tier, surely.
Fair enough.
Valdor, King and Yella,
brother.
That's what he says. Always does what he's told. No free will, kinda.
If it's post Horus Heresy, I believe in the Scouring book, Andy, doesn't he say like he literally almost can't speak?
Yeah,
he is so broken. Like he's been
doing double shifts on the building of the Golden Throne. He's just like, can I get you anything? No.
And then when the Primarchs all meet again, he just shows up. He just stands there, just like a hollowed mess of a thing. And then he leaves the Imperium in failure that the Emperor's wounded. So, bad.
I'm going to put him an A. Malkador. Malkador, we know, had therapy with a cloned hybrid Eldar human thing.
Oh, yeah, that creature.
So does he need more? Because he technically has a healthy relationship with it. He just clones a being, vents his problems to it, and then lets that person end themselves with all his confessions.
I'd say put him in C because he has it. And again, this is the therapy, the best, but he's getting therapy.
In his own way.
And I guess, nowadays he doesn't need therapy because his soul's been obliterated.
Yeah.
So, he's a C tier. He had his therapy, and nowadays there's nothing to therapy.
To be fair, his therapy is so bad it makes the therapist grab the rope. So
yeah.
Does he need it? No.
Which is also again why the Emperor needs one, even if that's a therapy that's just gonna there's not a shrink on the planet capable of that.
Unless we forget his therapist ended themselves every time he spoke to him and then was reborn and mind wiped. So it's like, oh no, this is a lot of baggage I have to so yeah,
millennia of the baggage.
Is that the lion? I feel like
this is the lion.
I feel like he's a B tier.
To be fair, he's kind of worked through a lot of it.
That's kind of what I mean.
Yeah, like his lion 40k book, he kind of does the work himself a lot of the time. He's like, yeah, I was a bit of a whoopsie, bashed my own son's head off. It happens to the best of us. But he's kind of worked through it. He's worked through it.
I'd say, you know what? I might even say C tier. Because honestly, I think if someone's around and just give him a hug and say, it'll be all right. I think that'd be enough for the guy.
Unless he saw the Emperor on the Golden Throne, he'd be like, oof.
Yeah, well, only one bastard's been unlucky enough to do that so far, at least out of the Primarchs.
I think he did see it at the very beginning of him being put on. Because
did he? Oh yeah,
There's a bit where
he
him
would've.
and the Wolf King are like screaming because they're like and it's like we've kind of seen what's happened to him.
Oh yeah, to be
But
fair,
not
he
like
knows, yeah.
he's not become like a slush puppy quite yet. But the Emperor is like pretty like beat up. He isn't like pruned out yet. Asmodai. Repent.
Would it work?
I don't think he needs therapy. I think D tier. I think he just needs to be locked away.
Yeah.
Like no, he's just a moronic like murderer.
Therapy is like people who work with clay. The results are only as good as the clay you have. This man is not clay. This man is a hard rock.
Who's the guy who showed up after him and got like a dozen beads immediately, and Asmodai has like 4 after years and years of service? I am talking about a character, right? I'm not imagining this guy existing. Isn't there a guy who showed up after Asmodai and immediately was infinitely better at his job?
There is a high sanctifier of the dark. He's not the guy in charge. He's an interrogated chaplain, but he's not the main one. But the thing is, the other guy is just more like pleasant to deal with. So he's younger, but he also is just more like diplomatic.
No, yeah, I know, like, but for those reasons, like he showed up after Asmodai and is just infinitely better at the job.
I think Asmodai is better at getting like fallen. He's not as good at running the Reclusiam. So therefore, the other, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but it's like, is it Saffon? I think Saffon's like, I run the guys, but this guy knows how to get a fallen. You give this guy like, is that heresy? And off he goes. Like,
at physically getting them, yeah, he's unmatched. But then there's the after party, and I don't think he's very good at the after party part. He usually just beats them to death.
Yeah.
Again, I say D tier for therapy, though. He's just he's just psychotic. Like
he's just there like that meme, just like call a therapist, but not for me. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Fulgrim.
I mean,
oh lordy.
This is complicated. This is complicated.
I think even Demon Fulgrim could use a therapist. Again, so I just want to make my stance real clear. I'm not saying the therapist is going to make him a better person. I just mean get over some issues. I think it's A tier for both. I think Demon Fulgrim could work over through that Rylanor business. That kind of hurt his pride quite a bit for my reading of the story.
Oh, definitely. And then Great Crusade Fulgrim is a mess of, insecurities, as they say.
Great Crusade Fulgrim needed to be taught the meaning of the phrase "good enough."
Yeah, he's Ken-uff. He's Ken enough.
No one ever told Fulgrim he was Ken-uff.
Yeah, he's which is really surprising considering, like at no point has anyone been like, Fulgrim guy is like really not it. Like no one says that.
Ironic. He was never full grim.
No.
He was always half.
Boo.
Boo. You love it. You love it. Shut up. You love it.
I think Valdor, Valdor's worse, I would say. Valdor's just a poor guy,
Fabius Bile.
Oh no, this is D tier because this man has a very, very healthy relationship with the universe. This is a prime example of a human being who is completely just he understands everything that's wrong. He understands hypocrisy and everything. He's like, yeah, I'm a hypocrite. I also chaos is evil. Just evil. It's the worst thing ever. I hate it. That's okay. Also does not value life really in any sense. No, than if he made it.
He's just a bad person. Like I'd say, mentally he's pretty well put together. He's just an asshole.
I just love the exchange where he's talking to a demon that he once like shot an experimental like acid into and melted him to death and banished him into the warp. And he's like, I hate you. And he's like, I was doing science. What do you want from me? And it's like the bit where he's also like, Slanesh is like, join me. And he's like, I reject your reality and substitute my own, and went about his business like, yeah. Fabius is no, I'm not gonna. Well, I think you're muted, Colin.
I was. Pretty impressive. He told just Slanesh that, just full stop. It was Slanesh.
Surprisingly rational individual as well.
Yeah.
So
although he lives in quite the irrational world, so he should come to terms with that. But I don't think that's a therapy thing. I think he just needs to wake up a little bit.
Fabius looks at
change
Slanesh,
careers.
and he's just like, "Joke's on you, I'm asexual." It's like, oh no, I can't entice him with my lust powers.
Not enough that he, didn't avoid looking at her the entire conversation, though. He knows. He knew.
The opposite, Lucius.
Oh God,
Mr.
Lucius the Eternal.
Are we talking just like specifically Great Crusade or overall? Because I think overall he's now in D tier, because at this point it's just like he's
unsalvageable.
It's unsalvageable, but also I think he's fully committed to the bit now. If it was Great Crusade era specifically, I'd say like A tier. I think there could have been like, if someone dedicated to it sat him down and talked through some issues, maybe they could have made him not himself. Maybe there was something to work with.
Should we say B for like a middle ground of like, it's pointless now, but at some point it was pretty
like
needed.
The point when he was carving like into his like face to like take notches of his kills, he could have really used a therapist. Now he's like, hey, my skin regenerates. I don't care.
I think if like Saul Tarvitz sat him down for like a good 6 hours one day and had a couple brews with him, I think that could have done wonders. But now he just doesn't, and now he's just that's it.
Jealousy issues, paranoia, insecurity.
Let's be honest, Lucia had small pee. That's why he was such a dick. I got small pee.
That's why he has a whip now.
Why is Saul so much bigger than me? I mean, better than me. That's not fair.
Why is Saul so much bigger than me?
They're in the showers after a battle, and he's just sitting there with impotent rage,
staring at Saul's meat. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Perfect person. Eidolon, perfect individual. Does nothing ever wrong. The thing is, Eidolon is kind of like, I always imagine him with Donald Trump's like voice sometimes, because he actually speaks like him. I was like, I did nothing wrong. Murder was an act of self-defense. So he's kind of a. I don't think he needs it.
I was going to kill all the mega arachnids on my own. Totally gonna do it. Didn't need you, Luna Walls, getting involved.
Saul Tarvitz had it coming.
Blood angels were not on the planet. Fake news. Fake news.
Wouldn't certify Islam 3. I honestly don't think he even needs it. He's wholly.
I've spoken to the War Master. He's a very smart man. Very
a good friend of mine. Good guy.
Eidolon's not delusional. He's just like, I just like her.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I mean, first of all, if we're going to judge if they need therapy by if they're a bad person, everyone on this list is an S tier.
It's also
a good chunk.
Yeah,
in his own novella thing as well. He goes through quite like a introspective transformation where he has like two paths. Like one of them is he could become a demon, and one of them is, like basically he has his own like I am enough kind of moment, and he's like, I'm better not to be a slave like Fulgrim. I'm going to be a man. So actually, pretty healthy. So he doesn't.
May I disappear for a quick 2 minutes?
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it.
Be right
back. Talk about Iron Warriors. I don't think you'll mind.
Oh, good. This is the perfect time.
Yeah. It's all right.
All right. Parity Turbo.
Quick, while Colin's gone, put him into the lower leg. No, this guy is like S tier.
I'd subscribe from Pancreas. No work. It would be funny. You can resubscribe after the stream, but it'd just be funny.
No, don't do that.
This is S tier.
Pancreas.
This is the S tier.
Yeah, petulant child man.
This guy,
my castle's bigger than yours.
He rages at people like if they do nothing wrong. He'll just like grab a little toy doll and like yeet it across the room. Oh my god, what a petulant child! This poor man, and he thinks he's like, I'm the tough guy. He's like he'll bash his head against a wall to prove that he's harder than the wall. So.
Yeah. And then Perturabo said, how big is your Bugatti? And everyone went, cringe.
Yeah, he needs it desperately.
Yeah. Opposite end, Barabbas Dantiop. I think he's lovely. Yes, He did sear a mask onto his own face, but that was a cool moment. That was like, hey, look, it's a symbolic gesture, and it's all for a good cause.
He made it a
Nothing
little bit,
wrong.
like in C, just to cope. He's been through a lot. He's been, you know, he got abandoned by his own legion. They tried to kill him a few times. He did.
I feel like he got his therapy though. In his exile, he got to build his own little perfect fortress. He got to.
It was all right, yeah, and yeah, he would value it. He'd be like, "Yeah, I needed, you know, let me talk to Alexis Pollux a bit more. You know, let me chill with the boys."
I think in the form of his banishment, he got his therapy. Like he just got to go play Lego off in the corner of the galaxy for a while.
Yeah, I think he's okay there. And then
I think he's fine.
Honsu, I don't know if this guy needs help. He's just more of like, he's happy the way he is.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I think he enjoys being a monster. Like I don't think it's a therapy thing. I think he's just a bad egg.
Although he does have like he lets his intrusive thoughts get the better of him, because like there's that point where he meets Huron Blackheart and he's a bit uppity with him, and then Huron just stabs him in the guts and is like, "You gotta do that again." He's like, "No, I'm sorry." Like he's kind of like a rat. He's a bit of a rat. He's competent. He's good strategy. He's good fighter, but also he isn't like a Primarch. He isn't a War Master level. He's up there, but he doesn't know when to shut up, and he doesn't know quite when to like let his.
I think he needs a knock on the head.
I think at that point he needs like a life coach, not a therapist though. Like he needs someone to be like, "Hey, asshole, now's not the time."
I think D tier though, because again, he's like, I don't see the problem. Like he's like, I'm doing great, so he wouldn't value it.
Andy, I feel like this is the only time you're going to let me get away with saying Jagged Eye belongs in D tier. I feel like he's pretty, you know.
Literally the levelest, headest Primarch there is, really.
Although we should say, you know, he's probably feeling some type of way after being in Comora for 10,000 years, surely.
And to be fair, right, I'm going to actually move a bit up on D, because of when Targetai Yasugai died, he was well sad about that, because that was like one of his like best mates.
I don't think well, all right, I guess, you know, some therapy for that would help, but I mean, I just feeling sad and angry that your best bud died. I don't think that's a sign you need therapy necessarily. I think that's a sign you have a functional moral compass.
Yeah, and he would be like, even if he went, I think this is stupid, he'd attend the sessions and be like, all right, I'll take it under advisement. Yeah, right, whatever. He'd hear you out, and then he'd go, right, I'm going to ignore that, or no, I will actually incorporate that in secret. So yes, so are we going to put up Valdor a little bit higher because of the whole stabbing habit?
I forgot all the extra things. That poor guy's been through a lot.
Yeah.
Russ is D tier, by the way. Nothing wrong with it. Actually, no. End of the Siege of Terror, he's in like mourning. The poor guy is a bit sad. He would actually.
Is it the appearance he has in Prospero Burns, where he's like talking to a space marine, and it's like
his Primarch book. His Primarch
book. Sorry, yeah, and he's all like, "Oh, my regrets, my life. I'm going off to find the tree of life." Lol. Like,
maybe A tier.
I really hope they bring him back to the setting as like a wise, white beard, like proper, like grizzled, but also like tempered soul, rather than just, hey, it's crazy Viking man again. It's like, no, I want him to be like measured and patient and completely like changed, because I think that would be a nice character arc. Kind of like with the Lion, I suppose. He's also, yeah, but we'll see. So he needs a little bit of therapy.
Logan.
Speaking of old Viking with a white beard, Logan Grimnir. Not Logan Grimnir.
I think B's good because he's old enough to be like, I'm ready for like my good send off. Do you know what I mean? So he's seen some shit, and also I think I remember it from like the Ragnar books where it mentions like when the Space Wolves are like training, they have like their little fledgling group, like their little claws, and usually they're friends for life. And I think in one of Ragnar's books, the last of Logan's like initial friends does die, like in the beginning of one of the novels. I think is it the fourth or fifth book? I think it might be, but he's very much like, damn, I'm like one of the last ones, you know, I'm on the older crew. So I think he'd appreciate like a little bit, but also I don't know if he'd want it. You know what I mean? He's like, what are you going to change? There's nothing to change. I'm just old and I've seen a lot of shit.
He would unironically say, "You can't teach an old dog new tricks." That's what he'd say.
Then proceeds to howl at the moon.
Yes. Then he goes, bark, 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 bark. Any opinion, Colin, on Logan Grimm now?
No. I got nothing.
Okay.
Doesn't think of him.
I tend not to.
Brick wall.
Well, that's an S tier immediately. That is a very broken man.
I just missed someone important. Keep going. I'll add him.
So he's you know, the Emperor. He gets trapped in the corn dimension, the little corn desert for who knows how long. I think it's like the amount of time where like even his weapons like rust away, don't they, or something?
Yeah.
And he has to like, I am Rugel Dawn. He has to keep saying his name. He's there so long he forgets his own name. And it's pretty bad. And then he arrives back on the weird terror-scape, and then it's, you know, the Emperor's basically dead. So,
and there's the haunting moment where in the scouring he's like, I put him on the throne, and he said, now? Or did he say no? Like that kind of, did I just doom humanity forever by my actions? But what else was I supposed to do? Oh no.
yeah, and then what will be the Iron Cage coming up? So, you know, he's a not very happy man. He needs help.
He's the epitome of just like, don't discuss your feelings, bottle it up until it like reaches a fever
explodes.
pitch. Yeah. And we all know about that scene with Garrow where he almost beats him to death for just saying that maybe Horus was a traitor. So like, yeah, trigger finger temper right there.
Is that Bjorn?
This is Bjorn. I forgot to add Bjorn. He's been for a lot. He lives in a box.
I think like he's still somewhat like, again, he'd be like, there's nothing to do about it. It just is what it is. He'd appreciate it though. I think he just wants to talk to someone who's as old as him, really.
But also just remember, he's not like seen his like limbs or face or hands for thousands of years. He hasn't felt much beyond like pain. He lives in a like dark room and he barely sees the light of day, and he's woken up. He's got a weird sleep schedule, and everyone treats him like a ghost / legend, and all of his friends are dead and his dad's missing. I think he should be quite high up there. Like Bjorn's a badass.
He also hates Gilliman. He's like, Gilliman, Legion Breaker, Gilliman, kill him, kill all Ultramarines.
No, that's well, all right. Well, that's a little excessive, please.
But I feel like, as I think the only dreadnought on this list, we got to put him up there because that's not a fun time for anyone.
No, even the process of going into one, like even if after the fact you're completely well put together, it's like use a bit of something. Oh, pardon me.
Although I do like the exchange in I think it is Prospero Burns there, where it's just like Casper's with the dreadnoughts, and they're like, "Could you stop talking? You'll make so much noise. We're trying to rest. You'll get used to it. We just rest and we sit here and we sit here and we rest. And then eventually we wake up." And it's like, what's going on with these guys? And like, you talk too much. Let us sleep. And it's like, they're so patient, miserable and patient. Which is an interesting.
Sigismund.
I
don't think he feels he needs it though. He's more of a like, he probably does need it, but it's a thing of, if I have therapy, I'll be a worse version of like what I could do for the Imperium. So he'd be like, nah.
Goes out like a badass as well. He's just like, my therapy is impaling Abaddon through the gut and be like, you're a bitch. Like, wow, nice one, Sigismund. It's pretty good.
He's gone beyond hate. He hates so strong that he's just like, I don't hate you. I'm just going to destroy every single atom of your existence because that is what I have to do.
Yeah, you know, and he has got his whole like faith shtick where he's like, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. And so he finds a bit of like,
you know, Sigismund from Shrek 3.
Yeah, that ending scene. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, well this is the S of S tiers, isn't it? Surely.
Yeah.
What's to say? Conrad Kurz is he needed a shoulder to cry on immediately. You know, Nostromo was traumatizing. Being seeing visions of the future basically every day is traumatizing. The poor guy needs it. He needs a fucking break. You know?
Oh, jeez.
Conrad Kurz is top of S, by the way.
Oh, I mean, yeah, there's.
He's on the thumbnail.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy's. He hates
like,
it.
oh, would you like to join me for the tea party? What's in the teapot? Tea. That's not tea. That's
your family.
Effluent. Ugh.
About 30 minutes, by the way, gents. I will once again need to disappear because my garage door opener is now not working.
All right.
Oh, no. It's because I had to, because there was no power yesterday. I had to like disconnect it so I could open it manually, and it's not going back in. So just open.
Okay. Shit. The next one is Talos. He's all right. To be honest, I don't think he has his own story is more of a like he needed therapy in the beginning, but towards the end, he's just more like his whole thing is like, I'm dying anyway. Let's go out with a boom.
But again, that's something where if you said that in real life, they'd be like, you need to see a therapist. There's more to life than.
Oh, no, he was dying, as in like something. His gene seed was not with his bodies, but
he's also like he owns slaves. I mean, he's like he's not exactly like well put together. Like none of the 8th Legion are, but he's like. He makes a lot of excuses. He has a bad way of problem solving. He tries to be like, I'll have a heroic last act. But even then, it's like, wasn't really heroic, was it? It was like, it was a bit selfish and a bit like, oh, I'm just going to get like a bunch of my men killed in the process. Like he could use I'd say he could use a fair bit of therapy.
I just think they're better examples. Like, because in his own trilogy, he kind of, like you see more towards the end, especially in the third book, like he likes being bad. Like his character arc comes about where it's like he's quite miserable and he's like, what are we even fighting for? And to the end of it, he's like, I'm ready to kill Imperials. I'm so ready to win this war. So he's kind of he almost talked his way out of needing therapy towards the end. He would need a little bit, so I'll put him in B tier, but he's very I mean, like he needed it. He's almost too far gone. Do you know what I mean? Like he's like, I'm fundamentally an Nostraman. Like I like hurting people. So you know, he's a bad egg.
Sevata.
That's a difficult one because I think he probably he's at a point, at least the last time you see him, he's like kind of had mini therapy sessions where he's speaking to that navigator girl in the Dark Angel ship.
Yeah, while being held prisoner by the Dark Angels. Like, yeah, good place to
be. Like he's open enough to it, as in like he could have it and it would be successful in some sense. Because the whole point, like the navigator girl in that ship is like being beaten up, and he breaks out of his own prison to go kill the guy who did that to her, and he just says like, I found my new method. I'm no longer a son of Kurz. I am justice. I am it basically becomes Batman.
The thing is, it's just you made me think of like a weird like parody of like, in a world where war is everywhere, can one super soldier find love in the depths of a Dark Angel's destroyer?
It's not Love Island.
Sevatar, Prince of Crows. Oh, she's dead. Oh, never mind. And that probably didn't help him. I feel like, not as bad as Talos, but
he could be top of A though, because he would be like, it would be very like he's Talos is like closed off to it, whereas like Sevatar is like, okay, human, okay.
Oh, Sangi. He needs some. Good man, but he needs some therapy. I see myself die every day in my dreams.
That's a good point. I guess that is.
He's often quite sad as well.
Yeah,
and angry.
That's pretty fair.
And he's always struggling with his inner, like, he wants to rip people to shreds all the time, but on the outside he's like, "Oh, you're so lovely. Hi, "Oh, you're great. Oh, you should, yeah, you should go for that, promotion. Oh, good for you." And inside he says,
Kill.
"I want to rip her head off. Oh, you're so lovely. Oh, is that your children? Oh, that's nice. Heart." Like that's his demeanor outside.
I guess, yeah. In my original opinion, I wasn't really considering the foresees his own death at all times thing, was I? Huh?
He's also quite sad a lot of the time. He's just like,
Yeah.
he thinks like, oh no, I made all my sons, like the fault lies with me for like the red thirst and all that stuff. And he's like, I had to kill a few of my sons who turned to the black raid. So he feels guilty. He feels guilty and sad a lot of time. And even in is it Unremembered Empire, I think, or one of the other ones, Gilliman even says to him like, "Are you okay, buddy?" He's just like, "No, I don't want to talk about it yet." so he definitely is in S tier. He needs it. Poor guy.
And speaking of depression, Dante, it's done. Let's put him up here.
Yeah. I feel like that's a pretty easy pick.
Maybe even higher because he's been around longer than Sanguinius, and he's just like, I want to die. If I'm gonna put him above Emperor, lol.
That's a tough one though, because like, what else is there to say to him that will make it better? Like in some way, what is it like? Hey, actually, yeah, he's got his new responsibilities.
I don't know, the same therapy you'd give anyone who's suicidal.
But he's old, like he's
okay.
He's old. So he's like, oh, it's all gonna get, you can find a way to make it better. He's like, what do you mean? Like for the next 2 weeks?
You've heard it here first. Hal doesn't think old people should live.
No.
Dante's like, I was promised social security. He's like, no, my son. You've got to keep working, but I'm 1,000 years old. You've got to keep going. Please, Dad, no. Poor Dante.
I mean, yeah. It would do wonders for him, but it's also, man's in a very high stress job, so and that's not going away anytime soon. So that's the thing of like, he probably maybe needs it even more, to be fair, more than anyone else, because it could actually be more valuable.
Ferrus Minus.
Oh God. Yeah, but I guess at that brief point before the end, when he was like,
can I just say, unrelated, I was looking at that picture and it took me way too long to see it was Ferrus Manus, because I kept thinking that was Starkiller holding a yellow lightsaber.
Nice.
He does have that look about him, like that same haircut.
Because it's a smaller image. Like, I just looking at it, I'm like, did Andy put Starkiller on here? Did we get lost?
Ferrus Manus being told by like the Emperor, your iron hands don't matter. They matter to me.
She was real to me. You said you'd keep us around after the Great Crusade. I lied.
I lied. There was obviously a problem with the cloning. Anyway, he actually reflects a bit on his iron-handedness, a bit ham-fisted, if you will, the way he does it. He's just like, oh, I'll take him off one day, and I'll tell my boys, maybe unplug, Starlink from your brain. You don't need it. And then he dies before he gets to tell them to do that. So
in that that Isfahan massacre book, that Colin definitely was believing did not need to exist, but actually was kind of good. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually quite good. He has a point where he he seems a bit weird to Vulcan and Korax, and then Korax surprisingly the one who yells at him like, hey, what's wrong? And he's like, he finally says like, did they even bother trying to turn you two traitor? And then the other two are like, no. It's like, exactly, why did they think I would? Like what's wrong with me that they were like, they saw within me the possibility of being a traitor. So he maybe has some things to work out, from how he thinks other people see him. So yeah, probably top of B. Actually, no, maybe not more than Lucius. Fucking hell.
Yeah, lower on B, but I think B is fine.
I'm gonna put Angron here while I quickly check where Russell's waddled off to. I'll be back in a second.
I mean, there he is. I think the thing with Angron would be like, the therapy he needs is take the nails out of his head, but you can't really do that.
Bubby. Yeah, it feels really. I mean, it'd be good for him, but it's also like, no one even bothered trying that with him. The Emperor didn't be like, let me just hang around you for a bit, But it was almost kind of doomed, isn't it? Like that's like properly doomed. Like he doesn't have any respite or like yeah, hey, I'm gonna get better. Damn.
What are we thinking?
I mean, A.
I'd say C.
Because his whole thing is he's always struggling with his mental health, like all the time, and it doesn't help that it's like, oh, you feel sad, also you have a migraine all the time. That's his thing.
Yeah, it's just sad. Poor guy. Maybe a little C, just in C, just a little bit.
Honestly, yeah, it's like
to
again,
cope
the
rather
therapy
than to
he
improve.
needs is take the nails out of his brain, but you can't do that. Like talking to him isn't going to do anything as long as those are there.
Karn the Bloody.
I mean, you know, it's even like we would think, what's the point with this guy?
I'd honestly say D,
therapy?
because at this point he's fully committed to Korn. He doesn't need or want therapy, and before that he needed to stop making bad decisions about believing his dad could be saved.
Well, as happened with Erebus, he was the therapy. Quote, get up, get up.
Or that he did get some therapy in that instance.
Yeah, he beat it into Erebus. Gilly-mum.
I mean, that guy is. That is depressing. Poor guy woke up, and then saw the grim dark future and was like, okay, where's the rope? Like immediately. I think he says he even says just for a split second, better that horrors would win than this happened. But he doesn't really believe that. But I think he says he speaks the lie about it. But he literally is properly depressed. Yeah, Ultramar's looking like a fucking shit stain compared to what it used to be. The Emperor isn't really his dad,
Imagine if you hadn't seen your dad in a good while. You woke up from a coma, got out of hospital, and when you went back to him, he's just like soldier, slave, child, weapon, Gilliman, savior. It's like, what, dad? Huh? What do you mean?
Oh, and then he's got to be. And then everyone is looking at him to fix it all, and then he has to be a constant workaholic, and he can't sleep. Yeah, that's pretty high up there in S tier. Maybe worse than Sanguinius.
And the firm is the survival of the entire human race. Good luck. Oh no. Where's the other partners? They're all gone. Oh no.
So
what about the board of directors? They're all gone. Oh no.
Yeah, poor guy.
Marcus Pulgar. It's the Space Marine.
I lost all his limbs. Calgar.
He did lose all of his limbs
to Satan, the equivalent of Satan, and he's like, oh, it's Abaddon, the arch traitor who's been around 10,000.
He needs therapy for when he gets his Phobos armor. Who knows? And his Phobos variant, his Scout variant, another Calgar model, please.
Also, in his origin comic, it's he watched the guy who he took his name from die to a Cornate cultist, and then he honors him by using his name, so maybe he thinks of him occasionally. He's like, ooh, good old Marnius. And then occasionally he also wakes up screaming because he now knows that Titus is the main character of his faction, and he's further sidelined. He's like, no, not again.
But he doesn't need it because he had that cool intro. So
he did.
Briefly, he says. I
think he's doing okay. He'd be cool, but I think he's doing okay.
Okay. Cato Sicarius.
Oh, he's not having a good time at the moment.
No, after he got lost in the warp lost in the warp, so anywhere from 2 minutes to 2 millennia.
And all his friends died, yeah.
Yeah.
But
he keeps seeing their faces.
He's honor guard. He's Victrix man.
He's kind of getting the therapy just by working with Gilliman.
And it's bonding time with Dad. That's not too bad.
That's what I mean.
If Malgador's in C, then surely this guy's below that.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Case is a few of my friends died. Malgador is, I have burned civilizations.
And also no
Angron and
the lion. Put him here. Put him there, I think. Oh, here we go. Uriel Ventress.
When are they stopped making his model like finally or something? They gave up on him.
He got put in like a demuncular. Not fun. He's seen
some. He has seen some.
He had to kill a clone of his own face with his own face.
Can you no longer get Uriel Ventress? They don't sell him.
Not the Primaris one.
I don't think you can. That's crazy. Oh wow, Titus really did just erase him.
Titus took Uriel behind the shed with a. It's your time, son.
I think they were a little bit too similar, weren't they? They were like, a bit too similar.
We have Titus at home. No, please. I have green pauldrons. I have green.
Uriel's he's seen some stuff, but I think he's just maybe above Kato. He's seen a few things that are just slightly worse than Kato, but he's not like, I have seen things that shape me to my core. He's like, I just got through it.
Honsu made a clone of him, which he then was hounded by and had to kill. He also was like put into a demunculaba, which wasn't fun, and was like basically in like a sweaty chaos orifice for like days, being like cloned from it. And then there was the whole like, oh, you almost let an entire planet die to being eaten by Tyranids, and then you got banished from the Ultramarines. I feel like he's been through a fair bit.
Yeah, but like, he's still got his mates, and like, he still has his chapter. He still has other things. Like, he's other than being a space marine, he's doing all right.
Man fought like a Nightbringer and was just like, no problem, I can deal with it. Yeah, okay, we'll put it a little bit.
I put with Kato.
Okay,
because he's seen as much as another space marine has seen.
Okay. Morty Rariron.
Oh my god, this guy has issues, man. He has so many issues. That's the thing. Like, I would honestly put him in S tier because with therapy, he would have not been a traitor. That's his whole shtick. Is like, he's got a complex. He always has some kind of complex, and he's also like a massive hypocrite.
Is this so cruel when he was growing up and the necromancer's like, I'm going to put you in the tower where it's high enough for you to breathe, but it's low enough to be like the very limit of the toxicity of the atmosphere. So you're going to have like really bad asthma, and you're always going to be like, it's like you will never have like a good night's sleep with that. Like, yeah, fun. Thanks, Dad. Thank you. Very cool. And obviously, like, now he's a big smelly moth. That's not fun.
Yeah, he's got a childhood to work through with someone, and not, the Emperor should have given him a therapist, not a a weapon and a legion sort of thing. He needed help.
Here's a question, Hal. Do you reckon it would have been better to give him a therapist or let him kill his necromancer father? Which would have been more effective?
Better to fucking kill Typhus, to be honest, than need it. No, he should have. He needed to kill his father, but then like that's the only way he would have served the Imperium, as if he owed something to the Emperor. The Emperor tricked him.
Well, speaking of Typhus, it's Typhus the Traveler.
Nah,
he stink.
Nah, this guy doesn't need therapy.
Yeah, he's just in the bad egg category.
Like, therapy is like the thing of you could bring someone out of like a funk or something. That guy is the bad smelling funk. Like,
yeah, he is the funk.
Yeah,
literally, anytime Typhus enters the bat, it's like, we got the funk, and all the deaf guys just strutting around with him in synchronicity.
Yeah, fun fact about all members of the Death Guard: they're the best dancers of all of these space marines.
No, that's the Ultramarines. There's a Rogue Trader supplement to prove it.
I'm joking. They're probably the worst of all of them.
Just like they just come as like, time to do the Nurgle shuffle. It's taking ages.
And then you shit your pants.
Yeah, dancing's so good you will shit your pants.
Just realize how many characters are we halfway?
We're getting there. Don't worry.
We're going.
We might have to make a shift. Maybe we can move on some of them.
Amber King, it is I, Nathaniel Garrow, read by
he's all right. He's okay. He had he did his character arc.
Like also his bad things kept happening to him, but he handled them as well as he could. Like, I think he needs a vacation, not therapy.
I feel like also
Yeah.
he had his faith. He had like a last hurrah with like, I'm gonna protect Keela and I'm gonna be like true to my faith. And he had a crisis of faith, but then Kirill Sinderman and other people were there for him. So like, yeah, he reconciled with Sigismund and Dawn and everyone, and yeah.
Or the next
Too bad.
Oh no, that's Meg.
Merrick Voyen died, but oh well.
I don't think Magnus needed therapy. He needed an ego check.
I think he needed, you know that thing in No Country for Old Men that they use on cows. I think he needed that. Like,
Oh, the little like.
what's
Oh,
that?
yeah.
No, don't worry, get out of here. Get out of here.
You tell me Magnus needs to flip a coin.
So yeah, he needs to
You
call
put
it
down.
He needed to be shoved in a locker. Like that fucking nerd needed to be bullied more is what he needed.
There's
He didn't need
nothing-
therapy.
The issue with Magnus is like he kind of thinks he's too good for it.
There's
And I
nothing
don't-
worse
There's no
than a
therapist that
know-it-all
would
with
get through to
power.
him.
Like a nerd with powers. Like, oh no.
He needs it though. Like he desperately needed it because he has a superiority complex that he
Hmm.
pretends he doesn't have. Like that's the whole point. Like when him and like Demon Magnus is fighting Vulcan at the Siege of Terror, he literally screams at Vulcan, "Don't you see the whole Horus heresy is about me, bro?
Yeah.
Horus
I'm
and the
the main
Emperor
character."
were like maneuvering to get me." I think his exact words were, "I'm the most valuable piece on the board." So he clearly was like, guys,
Meanwhile,
it's the Magnus heresy. Thank you
bro
very
gets
much.
bodied by 2 Space Wolf chapter masters in his career. That's a bad ratio of fight losses, like, oh, and people
He's
don't even
also-
remember the second one.
He's also mad, as in like that. The last time we kind of see him is in there's like a scene of him in like one of the third Mephiston books, and he's just like
Mhm.
ranting and raving mad. He's like speaking to like kind of like demon crowds, and they're just like, yeah, like it's so weird.
He's got like the equivalent of like Halo rampancy for AI. It's just like information overload goes a bit too far, and you can't contain it all, and just going a bit mad and having like, I know what's a good idea. I'm going to destroy all of humanity with robots. Yeah, nice idea. Rampancy is no joke. Araman.
Yeah. Oh, he kind of really needed it, because if he could just let, like, his whole shtick is like he thinks, if I just work hard enough, I can beat the god of trickery in this grand scheme and save all my friends. He needs therapy to like let people go. So he can't do it. So maybe he does need it. Like he's maybe in A somewhere, because it's,
What stage of grief is he in, Hal? It's definitely not acceptance.
I don't know, like his, like, even in his own novels, he keeps having, like, he revisits a false memory of his twin brother who died long ago. Like he's fucked up, poor Iron Man. And he is quite,
Makes it sad.
he comes across as quite like a like, he's not like an evil character all the time, but he's just like, man, it's like the Eldrad thing of like, I will burn 1 billion humans to save 10,000 Eldar. Like Araman's like, I will destroy.
Let 1,000 children die before I let this company die.
Ironman would squish 1,000 orphans if 1 Rubric Marine came back to life. So he needs help.
Well, this one here, Colin, as our resident Horus Heresy expert, because you've read Horus Rising.
I did.
What about Horus?
I think he could have used some therapy, but he needs like a cross. I'm gonna say B tier. He needed both therapy and someone to tell him that you are not the end all be all. You are not king shit.
You're not him.
He's kind of him, but he needed to be told like you're not like capital H him.
Because he did like a bit of a what's it called, whiplash, where it was like before he corrupted, he's like, I'm not good enough, I'm and then it was actually, I am good enough, I'm the best one on the board. It's like, yeah, he did like a 180 on his like motivations.
He
Actually,
needed
yeah,
like
not
that
bad.
the Wreck-It Ralph villain therapy circle.
Just because you're War Master doesn't mean you're master of war. Master your emotions.
He needed help at certain points, but it's that thing of he was almost too far gone. He was kind of like, he's always, that's the whole point, is like, the reason Horus is like chosen kind of by Chaos, like he's kind of deep down an arsehole.
So I said he needed like a 50-50, like a shoulder to, you know, a cry on, but also someone to just beat the shit out of him and ego check him a bit. He needed to be brought back down to reality.
He needs that Alfarius ability where like he can walk through a crowd and just be perceived as like a regular human, because everywhere he goes, everyone is like trying to, you know, proverbially suck his dick, you know. Everyone's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, it's Horus, you know, it's just on my knees for Horus, you know. It's just yeah, like chill, man.
Kill for the living. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Gross. Get that coin out your pocket. So they'll warrior lodge. Garvey. It's old Garvey.
Oh,
he does have an actual mental breakdown and he becomes Cerberus, so I think he needs a bit of therapy.
This is S tier as well. This poor. I put him right next to Gilliman because like Gilliman's like I'm on the verge of a mental breakdown, and Garvey or Loken is like I had a mental breakdown.
Garvey was there like first time.
It hasn't ended.
Yeah. My Legion betrayed me. I watched all of my friends die on his farm 3. My best friend got decapitated in front of me.
I've been talking to his body for a few months.
Lol. My mind broke. I went back to Terra, and then I got recruited into this weird clandestine order. Then they sent me to Caliban, and then they ended up killing a space marine who we don't know if he's loyal or traitor. And I also went to go work in a garden for years to rebuild my mind. And then the Siege of Terra happened and I died. So
I had a little garden on the Somnus Citadel, and Malkador wouldn't leave me alone to tend to my garden, so I had to go Siege of Terra. Womp womp. Poor Garvey.
Actually, no, I was saying towards the end, Loken had a bit of like I've accepted everything that's happened so far, and also fuck you, Samus. Samus just like chases him in the Siege of Terra. He's like, Samus is the man beside you. He's like,
Samus is the man in the urinal beside you.
Abaddon.
I think when I go to Warhammer World, I'm just going to whisper that to people in the bathrooms. I'm just going to be right behind them.
Go to the Bugman's queue for like a beer and just be like, Samus is in the queue behind you. Samus is going to have your beer. Like, what? Go away. Get away from me, Colin.
Oh, shit. I've got my fit check planned for Warhammer World.
Oh, nice.
Do you want to play a game at Warhammer World?
I'm not bringing an army with. I'm going to level with you, dude.
Take some.
People have armies. Yeah, people have armies.
Just go to a table and go, don't you know who I am? And just smash them aside.
Yeah, playing a game of Warhammer might be
with someone else's army.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my way, loser.
I've got 3 armies.
We know you're very happy to show them off.
I know.
Abaddon. Hal. Abaddon.
I mean, it's kind of an issue we get with traitor guys. Like they trying to just always deep down, Abaddon is just
bro did take a gap year, to be fair.
He doesn't need. I don't know if he needs therapy because he's pretty. I would say he's pretty happy as an individual. He's not like miserable or anything. He doesn't need to cope with anything. He's like, yeah, I'm just the guy who's like gonna destroy the Imperium. I'm like, you know, like he's happy to turn up to work every day.
So we just put him next to his blue victim just to make him feel better. Like, remember that time you? I feel better already," said Abaddon.
His blue victim. Wow.
Little Horus Aximand.
That guy is that poor guy. Colin went like, I don't know how familiar you are with like Aximand's lore later, Colin, but this guy is like after he kills. I don't want to say, I don't want to spoil it for you. Maybe you know or not, but
yeah, because I'm gonna read it.
No, but as in like Horus Aximand gets like haunted, and he keeps hearing like a voice whispering behind him for the rest of the Horus Heresy, and he literally is driven mad.
That's kind of funny.
He thinks Loken is like haunting him, but like he's like, Loken's dead. Why is he haunting me? And then Loken shows up in the Siege of Terra like, I'm not dead, bitch, and actually like kills him.
Also, Colin, a white scar called Hibu Khan cuts his face off with a Zweihander, and then he has to like staple it back on, and it's all like, and he's always looked like Horus, and then after that, it's like, you look like a fricked up Horus, bro. He's like, hey, fine,
don't worry about it.
Yeah, some sharp iron hand steel being wielded by a white scar. Not a good combo for his face. Should we put him? I think he should be quite high.
Just want to quickly pop to the loo back in a second.
Okay. All right then, Colin. Lorgar or Alien?
I mean, see, pre-Monarchia, he was doing pretty fine. I don't think he needed therapy at all.
Are you sure?
I am positive. Oh, my father is here to help me fix that issue I was talking about. This is the worst timing.
Okay, I guess I'll do it then.
I would say post really quick before I also sprint off. My apologies. Post heresy, nah, a lot. But pre like Monarchia, he was fine. He was religious. The only sin he did, he was religious in a society that hated religion. That's not a sin. That doesn't need therapy. My apologies.
The book burnings didn't help, though. I will say.
Well, no, that's not great. But that's not a therapy thing. That's just he's a dick.
Well, we'll get back to Lorgar, but for now, folks, just because the other two have abandoned me, we're going to do some donations very quickly. So we were talking about Lorgar. S tier.
Yeah, he needs even then he like in his heresy he wobbles, so the guy is but even he's a horrible human being. Oh, Erebus is the bottom of D, by the way.
Yeah, he does not care for therapy.
He's had therapy. This is the result of his therapy.
Yeah,
like he's bad egg.
I will wear the therapist's skin and take on their social what's their name? I'll take their
social credit,
social credit / social insurance number as my own, and I will pretend to be them. They'll wear their clothes. He's just like Social Security. Yeah, he's just like he's that kind of guy. He's like, I will talk to the therapist and I will reverse engineer their own mental health spiral, and then I will be the Chad. Like, oh, Erebus, why are you like this? Yeah, Vulcan
could use a little bit. He's not in a good place currently. In the scouring stuff, he's like killing Emperor's children. He's like, want to join me in therapy? And he's just smashing Emperor's children. He could probably go A because Vulcan's like he knows what to do. Like he's like, I'm doing the right thing. I'm venting. I have my sons with me. I'm talking to my brothers. I'm doing the right thing. But he's just having a bit of a tough time. A bit of a tough time.
Yeah, and at least he's also like. He actually had like a good relationship with his adoptive father and the town he lived in, and he's good with his sons. Like he's one of the most compassionate the Primarchs. That's his thing.
His foundation is strong.
Yes. Corvus Birdman
next to Perturabo, please. Judge, jury, executioner, please next to Perturabo. He is incredibly depressed even before events happen. The man is just depression on, in the dictionary.
Oof. It's not a phase, Dad. Yeah. Nevermore shall he smile. Yeah. Poor fella.
Alfarius Omegon.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah.
I guess technically it's only Omegon because
Well, Ferris is dead, Sanguinius is dead, but they needed therapy, but kind of both. They just need to be a bit more like open.
I don't think they need it. They were just like they made a tactical error. They didn't deal with any. I guess to be fair, the one that's still alive and the one who's like lost his twin brother probably needs to talk to someone. Maybe because they're kind of almost too rational and emotionless to actually be like it affects me, forever.
Yeah.
Who's the next one? Is that?
This is Grimaldus. Hello.
You are now in charge of the Hell's Reed Crusade. Oh, I hate my life.
This guy is, you think at the end of Hell's Reach where he's like, all of you.
Hero of the Imperium. The crowd cheer.
While you all lie still.
Yeah.
That guy in his maybe bottom of S tier.
Yeah. He's been for a lot, but at least he had like the whole thing of like, I will never have a squad again. I'm just gonna have like these goobers carry the relics of Hell's Reach with me. I'm gonna be a lone wolf now. Like, okay.
Forgive me for living, isn't it?
Forgive me for drawing breath while you lie still in the earth.
Caldor Drago does not need any. He is perfect.
He just lives in hell, and he's like, "Is that all you got?" I'm still standing.
You know, it's you're locked in here with me. That's his whole shtick, really.
I did recently play for all of Chaos Gate as well, and I liked him at the end just being like, we're going to kill Mortarion. Jolly good. Let's go get him. Like, oh, okay, cool, fair enough. And he does not care. He's just like, we're going to be righteous.
Kathleen Crow maybe see, because the sword he wields is kind of a massive like pain in the ass. Like it's constantly whispering to him, like, hey,
every day say, hey, mum, mummy, mama. But it's more like mum. He's
pain in the ass
because of his gimmick with the sword. The sword.
But Grey Knights don't really have issues though. That's the whole thing of like they're too perfect. They don't really need head therapy.
Yeah.
Huron Blackheart. This guy
therapy.
Maybe to cope with like pain management. Obviously, his existence is incredibly painful for his injuries. He's kind of happy though. It's weird to say that he's kind of happy as an individual for like the rest of what he does. He's just in incredible amounts of pain. So he's just maybe A-tier, to be honest.
He does have a chip on his shoulder as well of just like, I was trying to help the Imperium. They didn't know, they're stupid. And actually, I kind of am bitter about how the Badab War went. And, Abaddon's an idiot and blah, blah. He's always like, he's not good at making friends, which is kind of important if you're a leader. You've got to have allies. And he's like, I have allies of convenience. It's like, maybe got to work on some of your anger issues and maybe like forming bridges, not burning down everyone you see.
I would put him next to Aximand because there's a similar thing going on there in terms of like pain and he's not as bad as Aximand.
Celestine.
She has no issues. She's happy.
What?
That's a happy person. The Emperor loves her. She's doing great.
No,
she's I'm killing heretics. I'm inspiring.
Have you ever like read her book where it talks about like how her resurrection process? Yeah, the Living Saint.
But it's almost that thing of I had to say like it's almost there's pleasure in the pain in terms of like it's pain given of the duty by the Emperor. So it's like
to give you an idea. Her like thing is that she basically has to like climb atop a pile of her own corpses, find her gear, and then she has like every time she resurrects, there's like fragments of her persona. There's like a crone, a young girl, and another one, and she has to like reconcile her guilt every time she dies and resurrects, and she goes through a trial of like reestablishing her sanity each and every time. I think she could use a bit of therapy.
Maybe I didn't. I'm not as well versed in. That sounds horrific.
It's pretty bad. Ephrael Stern, Psyker sister.
I know of her, but I'm not well versed in her lore to really.
Her thing is she's kind of like a heretic almost because she's a Psyker in the Sororitas, which is bad, but also just like she's seen as like, oh, how did you get your powers? Well, kind of through like these demons infused me with power and I resisted their allure, and goes through like a comic book. So I haven't gone through a book, but the comic series, where it's like, oh, she's got like this Inquisitor who's also there with her, Silas, I think it is, and it's like, you've got to stay pure and the Emperor, and she's like, I'm kind of like a bit of the black sheep of the Sororitas, and now she's got a friend who's a Harlequin or a former Harlequin, perhaps, because he doesn't wear a mask anymore, and it's like, okay, that's kind of difficult. Like, oh, what's my kindred, my sisterhood? Oh, none of them like me because I'm possibly a heretic. Oh, great. Who's my best ally? Oh, a Harlequin. What does my order hate? Xenos. Oh, great. Oh, am I like fighting for the Emperor? Yes, but am I also corrupted by demons? Maybe. So
maybe she's okay. Yeah. Does she need any help? Is she all right?
Maybe a little. I'd say like put her in. I'd put her like near the lion, I'd say, because she's going through a lot. Especially like her transformation into a Psyker is not pleasant. With like a big mound of like a combination of like bodies all fused together, and they're like full of demon powers. They're like, we died so you could have power. It's like, it's kind of weird.
Jesus.
I'm gonna leave Caiaphas until Colin's back. Yarrick. Ignore the second Yarrick. I put him
He would
twice.
refuse. Yarrick needs it, but he would refuse.
Yeah, he's like old men stick
I'm
together.
too busy. he would not take it. Eisenhorn. Oh my god, this poor guy. Yeah, he's been through a lot. Like it's sad because like basically every one of his friends is like he lived too long. That's the problem with Eisenhorn. Like nearly every person he's ever cared for is like long gone. So he probably needs to speak to someone. But weirdly enough, he's lived so long now that he's almost like I've become okay with it. I'm like a weapon rather than a person. I'd probably put him in maybe just below Horus because he's seen some horrific shit, but he's also an Inquisitor, so he kind of Horus is in B and near top of B, but like he's seen some stuff and he there's too much going on in the Eisenhorn story to like go into it, but like he's kind of okay and he's not okay, he's like a regular person who's lived too long kind of thing.
Inquisitor Greyfax. So kind of a reluctant friend of Celestine, trapped in time in Trazen's vault for many years, and then is released, and the Imperium has much changed from when she used to be like in her prime. She's literally witnessed the rebirth of a Primarch, but she's also kind of gone through hell to get there. She saw the fall of Cadia. She was there during the Terran Crusade. And then she also helped Celestine foil a plot where Siege tried to overtake the Imperial faith. She's seen a lot. She's been through a lot. Yes, I have heard of all the fanfics between her and Celestine as like more than friends, because of course the internet did that.
I know, but I think she's okay because she's kind of like she's not had anything that's like stumbled her. She's more been like inconveniences in the workplace. So.
And she doesn't suffer fools as well.
She's okay.
I'm going to skip the Eldar for it as well because Colin. Silent King.
It would just be a pointless session, wouldn't it? He's not speaking. He wouldn't say anything. I think he's already he's probably needs to at least mildly get something off his chest, but
oh yeah, just like, hey, that time you like sacrificed your entire species to become mindless automatons, more or less. How did that make you feel? Not great. Good. We're making progress. Even the Emperor hasn't done that.
After millions of years, he's like over it. Surely.
Well, here's a fun thought experiment, Hal. With the Silent King and the Emperor comparing each other, Silent King took all of his species at the height of their power and just like made them into a new thing. But the Emperor has been like mulching them for millennia. Who's done more damage to their species? Because yes, humanity's still running, but it's like
let me
an empire for much longer.
Calculation. Hold on. Let me make a little calculation. So the Silent King technically killed every single one of his own race, right? Because of the they got transformed into Necrons. So like there's probably quite a few. I don't know how many Necrons there are. Like there must be a few trillion, surely.
They didn't have a million worlds, did they? Because Eldar was still raining on their parade, so they wouldn't have had as much like yield as humanity. And humanity kind of infamously like has at it like rabbits. They're like the cannon fodder faction in a way. So like, has the Emperor done more damage to the species than the Necrons did to their own?
If this calculation is true, because if the Emperor needed 1,000 souls every day to
1,000,
1,000 psychos every day, I believe the calculation comes out to about how much? What is this? How big is this number? Fucking hell!
So 365,000 times 10,000.
It's about 3.65 billion.
Yeah.
That's just been sucked into the Golden Throne.
That's just the battery supply, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's all the like millions of
the Great Crusade
in the guard, and yeah.
Maybe the Emperor's kill count might be possibly larger, but then the Silent King fought the War in Heaven, which we don't know how long that went on for. It's who's the worst genocidal maniac? Maybe both. I think the Silent King was. I think he's over it.
Not us. Yeah, not you. Calm down. We're not going to pick.
He went away millions of years and he's shown back up. So I assume he's done the work. he's put the work in, and he's like, I'm just on the path of fixing things, you know. So maybe not bottom of D, but somewhere in D.
Okay. Put them with the old men, all the old men together.
The old boys.
Trazin. He actually has a bit more compassion than a lot of Necrons.
This is tricky though, because Trazin's like thing is he's quite a happy individual. You know, as they're saying, you know, he is like a I don't know what animal it is, but like it's a thing in shit, isn't it? A pig in shit. That's it.
Abomination. I prefer honored guest. Like he's having a
Yeah.
great time.
I don't know if he needs to vent about anything. It's more of like he would just do it to like get, you know, just be like show off, you know, as again a grown man, show off your plastic toy collection to not impress your girlfriend, you know, your non-existent girlfriends. So it would, I think Trazin is probably doing quite well.
Okay.
Slight trauma of being burned alive and being turned into a metal thing, but
Yeah.
he's over it, I think, somewhat. You know, so he's doing okay. He's doing more than okay.
Okay.
He's doing better than Silent King. He's probably next to Fabius. You know, he's like, I wouldn't change much.
I almost forgot a mad scientist, Belisarius Call.
Oh, similarly, a pig in shit. You know?
Although he has that whole crisis of like, he's kind of a father figure to Alpha Primus, and he kind of cares for him. And there's his Gene Father book. He's sad when what happens to him happens, and he's like, "Oh no, I didn't mean you get hurt." Ooh. It's like,
yeah, but
he's
okay though,
and he retains more humanity than people would let on.
There's nothing for Belisarius Call to improve on, to vent, or to get anything out of therapy. He's just like, I'm just a man on a mission, a thing on a mission. So,
but he is losing
prison.
Bits of his like personality and mind because of like the sheer amount of people he's plugged into his like conscious mind. So he's wrestling with that. Like, imagine having like schizophrenia on steroids. It's like all these people in my brain. Ooh, it's a party in here.
But he can take them out, as in like they're more of like he chooses to put in like personalities and memories. Like he can literally choose to be happy. So I'd put him next to Trazin because he's doing great. To be honest, he's joyous.
Okay. We got Oberon and Zandrek, mainly Zandrek.
Again, they're kind of happy. A lot of the Necron characters probably are just like, I'm doing okay, guys. Just there's not really much more to them, really. I don't know what they need to vent. You know what I mean? There's no like help me through a thing. They're just like, we're just conquering our dead warlords.
Where Zandrek has bits where he confides in Oberon and talks about like, I'm not.
Yeah, so he's already got a therapist. He's already got a therapist. He's all good.
And he's massive. Gazgul Mag Uruk Fraka.
I mean, come on. The guy is like, Gazgul is the happiest person on this list, surely.
Although he does have his whole thing about trying to maintain the war without killing his best enemies. And what was it I was reading? Is it his Grotznik book? There's stuff about like how he basically tries to like make a better Gazgul, and Gazgul's like, "No, you can't replace me." But then Grotznik is like, "You're not even like a thing anymore. You're just like a vessel for Gork and Mork. You're not like the Gazgul I made. You're a bucket." I think he calls him. It's like, you're just a bucket for their energies to go into. You're just losing yourself. And so I'm like, maybe he's a bit like, he doesn't know he needs therapy,
but he has no issues. Surely this guy is just. He's happy killing. He's living the best orc life there is. What a great one what a great time he's having.
Makari.
Oh, that guy, yeah, that guy needs to. I should have a fucking watch list next to Dante. Yeah.
For those who don't know, who's Makari, Hal?
He's his little psyche, his little rodent of a thing. Yeah. His poor guy. He's like, you know, is there more than one Makari?
basically every time Makari dies, a new Grot becomes Makari, and then because Gazgul is the prophet of Gork and Mork, he kind of infuses the memories and personality of the previous Makari into the new one. And so the lore, I know they were like, oh, they just don't have the heart to tell Gaz that Makari's dead. But again, in the Grotsnick book, I think no, it's not the Grot. One of the books might be Grotsnick. I don't know, because he's like, because Grotsnick hates Makari. He's like, you're stupid, and he's all like, science is best. Gork and Mork and religion is stupid. But then he's like, I can't quite explain Makari because Gazgul doesn't work without Makari and vice versa. You need both of them to complete the package. And if you don't have a Makari, then Gazgul gets ill and starts falling apart. And so he has to like resurrect him in his story. And so it's like, but the poor guy, he's like, I just want to be good for the boss, but also, oh, I keep dying. Oh no. And
leave me alone. Yeah, that guy needs help.
I want to hide under a desk. I thought we'd bring some Tau in because why not? Aunshi.
Eli's not here, you know. We don't have to care about Tau. It's okay.
The only I think ethereal left on the board because Aunvar is dead, Aundo is dead. It's just this guy.
This guy's a very happy dude, though. He is at one, you know. I would say he's also maybe next to Gazgul. Like he's a very happy individual. I don't know if he's got any. Maybe, and also he's an ethereal, so they would not vent to anyone because you know that's dangerous. It could cause disunity in the Empire. But he seems to be doing quite well. That guy. He's,
as far as I'm aware, the only ethereal to have quote cum gutters. So like, there is that. Like, look at that guy. He's rich.
Do we have to go that far? Fuck it.
Yeah, look at his tum. Whoa, he's been working out. He's been eating healthy. He meditates. He's probably got very good mental health. All the other tower like
he never married.
Never married. He had to study the blade. Speaking of studying the blade, an even bigger weeaboo. It's Farsight. He's had a tough time recently.
He probably deserves to go in A because he's been through a lot. You know, he's lost his whole civilization nearly, and he almost got corrupted by, you know, in some way like chaos, I think. Not like fully, but as in his whole, he had to like leave and go be a hermit for a while, and then he's fighting tyrannies. Like there's a lot of pressure on this guy. You know, he needs a break. I think he would probably go in A tier somewhere.
Okay.
He deserves a break, probably, that poor guy.
Let's put him next to Lehman. Why not?
That's he's moved Anshi.
Oh, sorry. What have I done? Where did I put him?
He goes back in D. He's in end of B.
There we go,
yeah, Farsight.
There we go. Yeah. Hi, Colin. We saved the Eldar for you and some others. We're just finishing up the tower, so don't worry, you didn't miss much. I can hear the squeak.
The doggy has a squeaky toy.
Nice.
Dog.
And Shasso case, because I wouldn't be forgiven by Eli if I didn't put him in.
He's happy a clan, that guy.
Seems pretty happy being a murderer.
Is he though?
Yes, no issues whatsoever. He is.
You put him in a tub. He's like
that is not a person. That is a weapon.
He's the protagonist of an FPS game. He exists to kill. He's quite content.
The only thing they fear is you.
Yeah.
Okay. Shadow Sun. She's like experienced the birth of like a Tau god.
She could probably use some therapy.
Yeah.
Maybe B though, because I don't feel like she's got a lot. She's also got a bit of an inferiority complex thing with like, why
she's in like she's in a rock and a hard place between like Farsight is my like compadre. We like are warriors, but also I kind of don't like where the ethereals are going, and he's a rebel, but also he's a warrior. And now there's a Tau god. Oh no. Shadow Sun, it's weird books.
She's got some things to say, but she's not dealing with like a constant, you know, like life-altering issue. She's more just like, I have some grievances. That's the best way to put it. She has some grievances. A fine addition to her collection.
We saved this one for you, Colin. Caiaphas Kane.
I'd say top of B tier, because honestly, I think he just needs a long conversation about why it's okay to be afraid.
Mm-hmm.
And probably, at this point, I mean, the lie's too deep, but someone should have told him at the start of his career that, hey man, it's all right. No one's going to be that upset if they find out, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Or, well, I mean, I don't know.
Well, his therapy is he's got massive imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
So he probably needs to find a way of being like, in a weird way, like if he didn't, like, the whole shtick is if like he realized he was a hero or something, he probably would get himself killed.
Yeah.
So
it's, I mean, toward he's pretty old now, and I mean, canonically dead. Towards the end, probably someone could have probably told him, "Hey, man, you're not as full of shit as you think you are." You bring him down to C tier then. I don't. Maybe he doesn't need that much.
Yeah, he's doing okay though.
Yeah.
Ivrain. Ooh.
She needs to be shot in the streets.
Ooh.
You know what's really I have a prediction that people then, like, in about maybe 3 to 4 years, people will go, who? Like genuinely, people are going to say, "Who is that?" Like it will be an obscure quiz answer. Who is Yvrain? Like, because this person doesn't get anything.
I mean,
I don't know enough about her.
In the same faction, we kind of have that with Prince Uriel, don't we? Do people know about Prince Uriel?
He at least has like a novel and
you
some
could use
stuff.
Some therapy.
I'm just.
I don't know enough about Yvrain to like say where she is on the list.
Probably B tier. She's going. I think just like general, someone to rant to. Kind of a lot of stress being the leader of the Inari, not least because the Inari suck.
Yeah. Probably the therapy for how much
she doesn't wear shoes. She doesn't wear shoes, and all these like people on the internet were like, yes, and like that was her one thing. But that's a different type of.
I don't think Eldred or Asserman either need therapy, to be honest with you.
I mean, Eldred's got a lot on his plate.
He does, to be fair, he does have quite a bit on his plate. But I think he'd still be like bottom of C tier. Like, you just need someone to rant to maybe once a week. I don't think he's got any deep-seated issues.
Ever since Artemis thwarted his plans to kill Slanesh, he's like, I kind of helped build a god of death. Things are looking up for me.
He just needs someone to like yell at about the bullshit hands he keeps getting. Asserman is these days without fault. He zero self-esteem issues, zero anything like that. He named himself the Hand of God. I think bro is perfectly fine.
I kind of just thought like Asserman, because Phoenix Lords might as well put the one that people recognize with James R.
He kind of just gets back to it though.
Combination of lots of people. Hello, Russ. Lots of previous men in the I assume just men with him in the armor, all living together in harmony.
Doing all right.
Lelith Hesperax.
She would eat the therapist.
Does she need? I don't think she's ever been upset at what she does. I think she's pretty content.
I think she wants to do more.
She doesn't like the fact that she can't be in charge of her Colosseum anymore. She doesn't like the fact that she's been kind of exiled from Cormorra by Asdrubale, and she's not really the biggest fan of being the bodyguard of Ivrain, but she's kind of like, if ever I have to, I'll kill you. Fair enough.
Yeah, but I think all of those are just like, you made that decision. You need to live with it. Those aren't like deep-seated issues. That's just like, you should have done better with your career choice, lady.
Things only mildly annoy her.
You'll feel better.
She's not upset by anything, to be honest.
Yeah.
Is there one last one there as well?
Yeah. Where are we thinking with Lelith before we do the last one?
D.
But yeah, that's that's again that you made your decisions on that. That's not, you need therapy. That's, you needed like a better career coach.
Asdrubale Vecht.
Oh, I feel like that's another D tier.
That's the bottom of D.
Yeah, dude. He's the opposite of well.
He revels in being a shitter.
He needs to be put down, but I don't think he needs therapy. I think he's perfectly content in his life.
Yeah.
That man is just pure evil. So
The most he might need is someone to catch that rascal Jagged Eye, and depending on how that plot line is going.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do with that. Like, are they going to explain like Jagged Eye entered the webway and then just immediately exit? It's like, wait a minute, things look different.
I still think they need to combine the White Scars and Harlequin and have the laughter force.
Giggle Meisters.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
The giggle clowns. And yeah, you could have like White Scars with the bikes, and you could have the Harlequins, and be fast moving attack, and that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Strike Force funny. But yeah, and that's pretty much the whole list. There could have been some other people we added, but I think, to be fair, we've done a pretty good bash of it.
Yeah, we did a decent few.
To finish us off, we also, by the way, Colin Sobek said, Colin, I blame you for the VTubers on my recommended feed. So.
My bad.
That was one of the donations we got.
My bad, pimp.
But yeah, that's all from us today. Oh, hello, Colin's running after the dog.
Got guests. He's got guests. That's all good.
He's got guests.
That's all right.
But that's okay. Thank you all very much for joining us today. We have now completely fixed all of the mental health issues of all the characters we've mentioned, because it was just as easy as getting them a therapist, and they would have been fine, because that would have worked. Magnus is like, I don't need you. Huzzah. Flicks them away with a blast of psychic energy.
Lick my balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for listening. Of course, we're on Spotify and all the other stuff. If it's offline, you want to listen to it. If you want to catch the live versions of these ones with all the donations, feel free for that. And we'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye.